The Steam Game Festival returned with a fall edition to help highlight indie games from around the world. From October 7th to the 13th, a trove of indie games were available for all to play. Today, I'll be breaking down 4 of those games that caught my attention. If a game stands out to you, go to the description section of this video for links and additional info. Also, if this video stands out to you, make sure to subscribe and like so you and others will be able to find this type of content in the future here at MindMine. Now, in no specific order, let's dive in. Enter a dystopian noir world filled with anthropomorphic animals and plenty of mystery. Become the raccoon private eye Howard Loader as he travels the city collecting evidence and building relationships for potential leads. You'll come across drug rings, broken relationships, runaways, and murder. This was an enjoyable point-and-click game with a lot of engaging elements and an in-depth story with lots of twists. The conversations were rich, and the choices you made had an impact on what happened next. With several options of what your character could say, and the strong responses received by other characters, this game shows it can have a lot of replayability purely based on conversations alone. And when your words couldn't get you through a situation, sometimes your physical actions were the next best thing. There were times where you'd need to sneak around a location while using distraction tactics to gather intel. Other times you'd be solving nicely layered puzzles in order to gather important elements such as door codes. Hey, turn on that mixer. Overall, the demo, which was a prologue, did a nice job of introducing core mechanics, introducing many different personalities of the city, and a story ending that made you want to know more. A lost, mysterious planet, 2 lovers looking to escape their past for a better future together, and plenty of exploration. Take this and mix it with third-person adventure action, light survival and RPG elements, as well as a bit of visual novel, and you have a very engrossing game. You'll play as both you and Kay, where you'll be able to actively switch between the two during exploration, and play as both at the same time during Final Fantasy-esque battles. At first, I wasn't sure what I was about to experience, but I'm glad I took the chance to jump into it. The overall art style was vibrant and energetic, where it inspired exploration. The conversations were simple, but gave a clear sense of each character and their relationship with one another. Traveling the planet with boots that keep you hovering and gliding was unique, smooth, and a lot of fun. Also, this game has one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a while, as well as one of the coolest intros. That was one of the most hype fucking intros to a video game I have ever witnessed. Good God. I'm not saying it in a bad way. It was actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. The whole kind of like paint color or watercolor sort of paint style The music, I mean, that was pumping, man. That was pumping. You take that to the club, you're good to go. It felt like the intro to a music video more than a game. More information will be gliding our way by the end of this year. Step into the 17th century with this physics-based, realistic 3D sword dueling game. Take on a single-player campaign, an arcade mode, or local multiplayer and let the swords clash. The developer is using motion-captured fencing animations, 3D scanned graphics, and all damage is calculated with real-time physics in mind. During this pre-early access demo, you were able to play 3 of 5 core characters and choose between 2 different maps. The details in this game are already looking nice, with characters showing different facial expressions, fluid movements of fabric from the character's clothing, and even dismemberment. You have to hand it to the developer on that. Beyond sword swinging, you're able to push your opponent's weapon hand away to open them up for an attack, or even enter a grapple before striking a killing blow. So dashing back, if we double tap back. Oof. God, that gash down the head, man. Oof. This game keeps you on your toes and shows a lot of potential. You can check it out for yourself this December. In this cyber noir point-and-click adventure, be prepared to run your own detective agency within Singapore 2032. You'll be placed in the shoes of Amira Dharma, an ex-Interpol agent now private investigator looking to bring a semblance of justice to the citizens. Chinatown Detective Agency brought in an interesting blend of puzzles through systems like hacking and message deciphering. It also involved real-world research where you'd click on a web button within the game which brought up your browser. You'd search for vital pieces of info such as the author of a book based on a quote in order to make progress in your investigation. This was all tied together with a few timed live-action moments like shootouts, and some light resource management as you kept track of endurance and important time frames.
A witness to the brilliance of its master, and the executor of his commands.
Oh, X-ray beam.
But man's greatest work of all does not see brilliance. It sees only corruption, vanity, hubris.
Oh shit, what is that thing?
Oh! And it dreams of a world untainted by the touch of man.
Surprise, motherfucker. The several different mechanics create a very interesting game with a lot of potential. We'll be able to learn more in early 2021. Were there a few games that stood out to you in this video? Did you have a chance to play some of the demos during the Steam Game Festival? Let us know your favorites in the comments. Also, if you've enjoyed this video and want to see more, subscribe and click the bell icon. This way you can be notified when more content goes live here at MindMine.